Good afternoon and welcome to EBTV's coverage of East Brunswick High School athletics. Today, boys volleyball against the Falcons of St. Joe's. Hi, I'm Ken Saroka along with girls volleyball coach Melissa Strauss. And Melissa, it's wonderful to start a new season as this is the first game for the Bears, but to start it against St. Joe's.
It's going to be quite a matchup. They're probably, maybe potentially both looking for a state championship out of these two teams. So it's going to be very exciting. And I know it's early, but they're both going to come out fighting. So.
And Coach Rutz did say before we came on the air here that this could potentially, one of the two teams here could be the state champions. The Bears coming off a state championship, how do you improve? How do you focus your team to repeat?
Well, don't forget, you're always adding new players, so you always have to work on fundamentals and working to continue to be consistent. That's the dangers of doing all this. But we're going to be consistent in serving, serve, receive, hitting, and all that. So you just got to keep working fundamentally with meshing together with new kids, bringing up new boys, and playing with the old ones. So.
Coach Rutz said this team potentially is better offensively, but defensively maybe is a little behind last year's team.
Well, they do have, they brought up junior who was sophomore last year, Ben Fan, and actually brought back senior Ian Ray, who didn't play last year. So they are solid passers, so we're just looking to, I know they're going to defend the right side. They have a strong right side on this team and a big middle. So if they could get them down, then they should be okay.
Motivation. Again, you're starting out the year against your #1 scholastic rival in St. Joe's. Is it a potential for getting too juiced up for this game?
I think everybody all around is very excited. It's just a matter of harnessing their excitement and putting it to good play and just focus. They focus, they should be okay.
Okay, this is the opening match of this season for the Bears volleyball team. Our introductory match here for the entire East Brunswick athletics calendar for the spring season. We look to be bringing you more games, more sports later on, and we'll be back with the first game of this match right after this. And we are back. We were talking before we came on the air that this is the tallest East Brunswick team that you've
definitely
seen.
Yep.
I understand the need for height at the net, but does that help any other ways?
Yeah, it's actually probably intimidating. They walk out and they see 3 to 4 guys over between 6 and 6'5", and it's just more powerful going up at the net. A lot of those kids, they hit hard. You'll see that from 32, Mike Quedall, Christian Portera. They hit hard. And when they're on, they're on. And height helps. It's solid. Blocking wise, preventing the ball to come back over the side of the net. So it's intimidating to look at. You see 3 guys in the front row, 6'5" and over, and it's definitely intimidating. So.
All right. The Bears will be in white shirts with green pants. The Falcons of St. Joe's in black with white and green numerals.
And it looks like East Brunswick is actually going to start the serve. Looks like they won the toss.
Your lineup on the floor for the Bears: number 23, Rohan Patel; number 5, Brian Murphy; number 32, Mike Vidal; number 10, Greg Zagaric; number 12, Christian Portera,
28.
And 28, Andy Balint.
And then you also have your libero, Ian Ray, number 45, rotating in. He's a back row player only. He's a defensive specialist, and he'll come out for the back middles. And actually, this is the first year now their liberos are allowed to serve. So they'll serve run rotation for a middle and stay in. Actually, never mind. Looks like the Falcons have the ball first. They'll serve. And there goes Ian Ray. He's subbing in right now for Rohan Patel. And actually, it's not really a substitution. They just freely trade in and out. It doesn't count as a substitution against them. So looks like we're just about to get underway here.
The scoring to 25 first, win by 2. All points are valid now, like the old scoring system years ago, where you had to win points only on your serve. Steve Brandenburg will serve for St. Joe's. The person to watch, Coach Rutz said to watch, was Marcin Madura, number 13.
He's your opposite, so he'll be on this side closest to the net.
And we're underway. Defending state champion Bears against the Falcons of St. Joe's. And a little miscommunication right off the top there. A little bit of nerves, maybe. St. Joe's up 1-0.
Good cover by Andy Balint. And that ball is out of bounds. So we'll rotate. Christian Portera, number 12, will come back to serve.
1-1 our score. First game, best of 3.
A double contact on the setter. Referees will call this game very tight. Both sides very skilled, so it should be a tight called match.
Finding a hole in that back right side. And St. Joe's ties it at 2.
Nice.
Kyle Ditmars with the serve.
And
out.
Just out of bounds. Going for that line. Just missed it.
The line is in.
Yep, line is in.
Ditmars serving again.
Hit the antenna. So it hits the antenna. It's kind of like the foul pole in baseball. It'll be out of bounds if it hits that antenna. Extends right up into the air. Hits that or go out of bounds of that, it's automatically out.
Little dink shot there.
And that one sails out of bounds. No touch. Bears will get the ball back. And Greg Zagaric is coming up to serve.
I don't think you want to be. I don't think you want to be on the receiving end of a shot like that.
Ian Ray came out, and Rohan Patel is back in the front row. And it's out with no touch.
Bears have quickly tied the score at 4.
You can definitely expect a game like this to just keep trading points back and forth.
Well, somebody can get on a nice hot run.
And that ball is also out of bounds.
I guess it's instinct whether or not you want to dive after that and try to, or just let it go.
Yeah.
Jump serve.
Home back, and that ball was touched by the block, so St. Joe's will take over. And their libero will be serving. Like I said, the libero can serve for 1 rotation. And after he'll serve, he'll just keep playing the back row until the other middle comes back to serve. Short serve right over the net. Good touch by Brian Murphy.
And failure to communicate there on the St. Joe's side.
And I can tell you right now, Mike Quito, 32, one heck of a jump serve. See him in practice, and he hits them hard.
Well, that spin, that downward spin on it.
He's been working on his toss. He's been working on his footwork on the approach. So that one just sailed out of bounds, but you see him in practice. He's been getting it, so hopefully he can convert on one here.
Madura.
It's Murphy. Quidal with the cover.
Mishit there by Brian Murphy. St. Joe's up 7-6.
That ball is into the net. Brian Murphy will go back to serve.
Now he looked over there at Coach.
He
telling where to serve it to.
Coach Rutch is telling him exactly where to serve to. We have net call though. I didn't see if it was on Rohan Patel or Andy. I couldn't really see who he was pointing to, but yeah, the server looks over at Coach Rutch. He'll tell him exactly where to serve. Like to find spots, put in holes. It's a bomb by Christian Portera.
Again, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Definitely not. Basically, that's one of those stick your hands out and hopefully you'll get lucky with the touch spot.
Zagaric in and Patel out. Ian Ray serving. That was deflected at the net. Out. St. Joe's up 9-8. Again, very hard to get any kind of momentum here.
Yeah.
Teams trading little mini 2-point runs.
There you go. Right down the blue line, or the crazy blue lines are our practice court tape lines. So don't get confused. It's the yellow line all the way around is the court.
Oh, way out.
And that one served out of bounds.
That was out
Andy
of any
Balin.
court.
Yeah. Don't honestly know what the referee is.
They need an extra chair, I think, at the St. Joe's.
Yeah, they are one short chair over. So rule is you got to be sitting. The coach can actually only stand up on a dead ball. So unlike basketball where they move side to side and step onto the court, a coach for volleyball must be sitting on the bench during play. And there you go. Nice hit. Going cross court is Mike Quedal. And we are back to 10-10, so we've tied it up again.
Those decisions midair, I mean, that has to be very quick to find the open spot.
Yeah, you always got to see your court, see where your blockers are in front of you. More than likely, if they're taking away his line, he's got no choice but to swing either right through it or go cross court. So.
And that block went out of bounds, so Bears pick up the point there.
We're back on top, 11-10.
Portera serving. And the knuckleball kind of drifted over the net. Free ball there is lack of communication.
See if we could use this. Greg Zagaric is blocked.
And Ryan Norland will check in for Portera.
He looks like he's playing his back row defensively.
Tied at 11. And they hit it right to him.
Yeah. Good strategy. He just came off the bench. He hasn't played. He's not really warm. So why not serve it at him? See what he could do. And see, maybe they're going to go right back at him. Yep, right back at him. But Greg comes off the net to pass that ball. Mike right down.
Right down the middle.
Yep.
Rohan Patel checks in. Ian Ray checks out.
Back to serve, Greg Zagaric. There he is, trading right back.
And there's that man that Coach Rutt said was dangerous. Marcin Madura.
I feel like I've been watching him for years, and just like, he's still here, so he's finally a senior, I'm assuming, right? Nice pass by Ryan Norland. Murphy off the block, good cover by St. Joe's. And they're with a pushover. Hopefully Bears could use this and convert. We have a touch in the back row.
Yeah.
That'll be East Brunswick point, tied up at 13. Looks like he is going to jump again. Out again, just long.
Just long that time. That downward spin on it.
Looks like the ball was slightly behind him and he tossed it.
Good crowd filing in here. A lot of sporting events going on here at East Brunswick. Boys and girls lacrosse playing home, as well as volleyball here.
Good cover by Andy. And just over. Looks like St. Joe's is on a slight little run here, 15-13. Yeah, if you're definitely in the school, this is definitely a game to see.
Members of the print media here also here. Again, a poor setup there. I don't think.
Yeah, the tight pass, Andy was looking to dump it.
Yeah, and he wasn't looking for it.
Yeah, just didn't quite make it over the net, though.
St. Joe's out to its largest lead at 3, 16-13. Madura will serve now.
Solid pass by Ryan. Good dig on this side by the libero St. Joe's. Back to Murphy. That one is out, no touch.
And Coach Greg Russ is going to call a timeout now. Down 17-13. Melissa, they talk about baseball players having, being 5 tool players, as that ultimate player is having 5 gifts. The ultimate volleyball player, what kind of skills does this person have?
We do specialize in positions, but the overall player, solid passing. And passing is the most important skill that you could have in a game. If you can't pass the ball, you can't run an offense. So you got to be a good passer. You got to have leadership skills, communication. It's a lot of movement, and once the game gets going, it could be a very chaotic game. So you just got to know the floor, hustle, know where you are, and just talk and communicate. There's no talking and there's no passing. You can't really run an offense. So
St. Joe's up 17-13. First game, best of 3.
That looks tight. Andy goes up for the joust. And that one's out. Finally, East Brunswick has taken back over. Brian Murphy will go back to serve with the score 17-14.
And Norland comes out and Portera comes in.
We need a few points here, so let's see what happens. Out of the back row and out.
Out.
Almost actually into our bleachers, so those people got out of the way real quick.
Yeah, Mr. Pellegrino almost got hit with that one.
And serve. And that one is out.
Out.
Called out.
Yes.
Very close, but called out. And East Brunswick is creeping their way back in here. 17-16. Another solid serve.
That looked kind of awkward.
Oh, that looked like a throw, but not called.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that serve. He looked a little awkward, like he almost hit it as he hit the floor. Like it wasn't smooth.
Right, yeah. He's jump floating, so there's a little bit of a different approach to that one. Actually, a much tougher serve to pass. And there's Portera hitting it right down past the block. Usually when you see something like that, the blockers on the other side didn't press over the net, and that's why he came straight back down on their side. Keep serving at Marson here.
Well, trying to exploit him defensively, make him work a little harder, I guess. 19-17. Crunch time coming up here. First to 25 and to win by 2.
Tip and picked up by Zagaric. Big jousting at the net. Good aggressive net play and the solid block. Couldn't tell actually whose hands it hit, Greg Zagaric or Andy Balin's, but we'll give credit to both since we can't tell. And either way, point for East Brunswick.
19-18.
Andy back row, we have 3 passers in the front. And kill, and East Brunswick is right back there. And tied the score at 19.
Coach Miguel Cabrita was immediately pointing to the FAR official about whether or not that hit the antenna. But
yeah, usually that's the call of either the ref who is right here or the student who refs, the JV student who refs. They usually will make that call if they see it. Overpass, and Quidal takes the opportunity and hits it straight back down in the corner where there was nobody standing. And we are back up 2019.
And Coach Cabrita is going to call a timeout.
Right back in it.
Now you graduated here in '99.
Yeah.
At the time we did have programs. I think that was the first year that the boys won the state title. Girls program was also around at that time.
Yeah.
Where did East Brunswick students learn to play volleyball back then, and even now, where do they learn? Because it's not something that you think about a feeder sport.
Around here, actually, back when I was going to school, it was mostly up north. They had club teams up north. So you either played another sport and came out for it and learned it then. Very few people from around Central Jersey actually went up north, mainly because it just wasn't a known sport. So now there's club teams all over Jersey. Actually, the girls have their own club team here. They come practice Thursday nights, so it's definitely a more popular game right now.
2019 Bears up.
It's like a tight set and outside of the antenna.
Outside.
And just like that, East Brunswick is up by 2. It's going to be a game, definitely, whoever makes the least amount of mistakes will come out on top of this game. Just got to put the ball in play and let the other team make the mistakes. It's like a middle, nice block, but a pickup by the libero. Good touch, and
outside.
Just out.
Is that what really determines play between really quality opponents? Who makes the most mistakes?
Yeah, whoever comes out making the least amount of mistakes, the least amount of hitting errors, serving errors, they're going to come out on top because they're playing a cleaner game, they're communicating, so.
You can understand if one team is seriously overmatched.
Yeah.
That the other team just making better skill-wise. I mean, we've seen that. I mean, we've seen games here, and we've done games here on EBTV, which lasted about 25 minutes total, and scores are 25-5 and 25-5.
And that'll come down to skill.
Yeah.
But in terms of these games, they're both highly skilled teams, so whoever makes the least amount of mistakes will more than likely end up on top in this game. You look at hitting stats at the end of the game, outside hitting percentage, whoever wins that battle will win the game. And your serve-receive battle, whoever passes better is going to win the game because they have more opportunities to attack the ball. And that one looks out, and Christian takes advantage.
Now, you can go over the net to hit like that as long as you don't hit the net?
It's got to be more of a block. If he goes over to attack that ball that a setter's trying to set or something like that, it's going to be illegal. So as long as he's pressing over in the blocking fashion, which that was a true block. So.
And that's out.
And that one's out.
All right, East Brunswick's little run comes to an end. See if the Bears here can pull a defensive stop.
Still up by 3, 23-20.
Brandon Berg, who started this game on serve here for the Falcons.
Great pass
serving
by
for their
Ian.
lives.
Nice up by the left side. Nice cover. Christian will take it back over. And that one is out of bounds. No touch. But there was a net violation.
Net violation.
Net violation.
Yeah. And you caught
Coach
that.
Watts didn't see that call, so he was actually checking on the touch call, which there was no touch, but they did have a net violation. So
23-21. St. Joe's trailing 2.
And that one was out. 23-22. East Brunswick's got a side out over here, and they get the ball back. Good cover. And
that was in.
That one was in. Can't see the line from this side, so it's a little tough. Got to wait for the line judge to call.
The way it looked like it looked like St. Joe's was expecting that was to go longer, and he cut it right in the middle.
Exactly.
The Bears serving now for the first game, up 24-22. Portera.
And from the middle.
A little sleeper there.
Coach Rex is looking for a throw or a lift or some kind of call, but he's not going to get it. So Bears will just have to side out for the game. Ian's going to take that.
That was a wasted opportunity there.
And Greg Zagaric with the block, and game 1 is
and that
over.
ball was a little too wide here.
Yeah.
And even Madura is there pointing out that he was way too wide to make any kind of use on that. He's a natural right-hander, and he couldn't come back with the left.
Exactly. And they're that far out. If he did hit it over, if Greg Zagaric didn't block him, it would have been over in the far corner, and our right side on the other side would have known to pull off the net. So see what happened, but good solid game by both teams, but East Brunswick wins that one 25-23.
Well, with the occasional net violation, I think we had 2 of those. We had 1 lift, 1 double touch.
Couple missed serves, so.
Yeah, it's not mistake-free, but again, this is the first match of the year for the Bears.
Exactly.
And they will switch sides completely as we go to the second game of our match.
Should be, there you go. They're putting, should be 3 minutes in between, but they forgot to put the time up, so they're going to start it at 2 minutes. Both coaches will put in their lineups.
And you again are watching EBTV's coverage of East Brunswick High School athletics. Today, boys volleyball, the state champion Bears against the Falcons of St. Joe's. The biggest high school rivalry here, obviously for East Brunswick sports, is St. Joe's. And, to start off the year against potentially another state championship team or potential state championship team. Now the Bears have won 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I count 5 volleyball, 5 or 6. So
yeah,
5 or 6.
My glasses aren't on, but yeah, it looks like 6 up there. So.
6, okay.
Yeah, Coach Rutch is looking for number 7. I think he's won 4 under his belt, and then I want to say 2.
Yeah, we were talking.
Yeah,
Scott Arnauer. Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, talk about the history of this program and the fact that East Brunswick has benefited from quality coaching right from the start.
Yep, definitely.
When you start out a program and either in any sport, you start out a program and you get great coaching.
Yep.
That builds the program, and to win the state championship only a couple of years after starting the program.
Definitely. I know Scott Arnauer, who is the varsity coach, and TJ Locke, who are both not here. They're actually both principals elsewhere. Now, they both actually played themselves in college and very knowledgeable. They probably still play now. I'm sure whenever they get the chance, they're still playing in men's adult leagues and stuff like that. So definitely very knowledgeable. And they had strong players, too, Guys went out to go play up in North Jersey. There's a place called Power Zone. So they're always looking to play on beach during the summertime. And as often as you can play, the better that you're going to get. So with solid coaching, opportunities to play, and then, just having gentlemen who want to go out and play and find every opportunity to do that is going to make them better players. So.
Okay, one substitution here. Alex Ridgely, number 13, is going to come into the game here. But we're going to see, wait a minute, he's going to sub in.
Yeah, the libero will come in for Alex Wrigley right now. After they check the lineup, then the libero is able to trade in. But he's originally, the Alex Wrigley, who's in the white shirt, is originally on the scorecard, so he has to be in the game, and then your libero trades in.
Alex not lacking for size either.
No, I think he's tops out about 6'5", so along with pretty much
Rohan
a lot
Patel
of Rohan Patel, Mike Quedal, and Greg Zagaric and Christian Portera actually up there also. They're looks like actually Rohan Patel right now is coming in for Greg Zagaric. I think the two of them are somewhere above 6'1" possibly. So tall team all the way around.
And the Bears serving left to right on your TV screen. Andy Ballant. And there's
right through his fingers on that one. So quick point for East Brunswick right now. That's exactly what happened in the last game. A quick point on service. So looks like I'm looking to the side here. Looks like something happened to Greg Zagaric's knee. He's trying to stretch it out. So that's probably why Rohan's in right now.
And a lift there as Brandon Berg got caught a little bit off balance. 2-0 East Brunswick. Second game. Bears won the first game, 25-23.
What
was that, movement or?
Might have crossed in front too early. He just pointed out the net, so I don't know if he hit the net, went under the net, or just before the contact he moved too quickly. I don't know. So see if East Brunswick can get out of this one. We have a net violation on St. Joe's after the block touch. So no harm, no foul on East Brunswick's side. So Christian Portera goes back to serve. And they're going to serve Marson on this one. If he's passing right now, it'll be harder. He's got to work harder to get outside to hit the ball also. So if he's passing and hitting, he's got to do double duty instead of if he didn't pass the ball. So they're definitely going after him. The ball is out as Iron Ray ducks.
No, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be, get caught in the way of that one. Bears up 5-1. Still on serve here.
Touch with a dig by Andy. And nobody covering Quedal.
Now that's looked like he did that with his left hand. I mean, he's not a natural lefty.
No, he's not.
Kind of, dunked that little tap shot. Change of pace.
6-1, yeah. Net. That was up.
Nope. Yes. No.
I thought it was on the hitter St. Joe's, but I guess I am wrong on that one. 5-2 goes to score. Oh, 6-2. Sorry, 6-2 goes to score.
Kyle Ditmore is on serve now for the Falcons.
Solid pass. Rohan.
And
with the kill.
that looked like they were just flat-footed. St. Joe's was just flat-footed. They weren't. They were waiting for something to hit them. Okay, Ian Rach is going to serve now as now Ridgely checks in.
And first play in, Wrigley with the block. Setting a nice presence for himself out there.
8-2.
And looks at Miguel.
Coach Miguel Cabrita calls timeout. Well, you had an opportunity to play Division III volleyball at Montclair, if I remember right.
Yep, you got it.
I don't know. Have any of our volleyball players gotten D1, D2 scholarship money from playing volleyball?
I know back when I was here, I don't know if you probably know the name, Matt Strapko.
Oh, yeah. The Strapko family I mean, they're all,
went on to play, I believe, at Ball State. Either Ball State or Ohio State. I can't remember which one correctly, but he went on to play. As far as females are concerned, actually I had two graduate 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Anna Chesnikova actually played at my alum, Montclair, and they actually got into the NCAA tournament this year. And who else is playing? Kristen Semenak playing at Ramapo. His players, Dan Semkowski playing at Ramapo, and so they do go on to play. As far as D1 and D2, it's a little tougher to get in, but you'll see a lot of them go on to play D3 schools.
8-3, the change of pace, timeout, and direction there by Coach Cabrita works to get St. Joe's back on serve. Ooh, that was a little awkward.
I think what a hit, right down the line.
Slicing it down the line.
Yep.
Getting the reward for that. And now serving Mike Vidal. Vidal up 9-3. Just kind of knuckle flat serve there.
Nice dig also. And wants it back to hit, but just hit out of bounds. Being very aggressive right now with it. Good thing to be.
One of the things they have to contend with here is the rather low ceilings.
Yes.
We haven't hit it yet, but the rafters and the ductwork there and the basketball courts are in play.
Yep. I believe South Brunswick might have the best gym. Nice high ceilings. Gym's only a few years old, and that's actually where they hold semifinals and championships for actually guys and girls. So very big, nice facility there.
And that caught in between Ian Ray and Brian Murphy. 10-5. Zayar Lubnan serving for the Falcons.
And that one is hit out of bounds by Christian Portera. So Joe's is making their way back in, 10-6.
Ooh, that one just snuck
in.
it.
Just in. So again, it's one of those you just gotta close. You gotta play it. Good job by Andy, and put away by Andy Balin.
And making Madura work a little on defense, unable to come up with that one.
The substitution. Looks like Ben Fan is going to serve for Alex Wrigley right now. Another good, solid defensive player.
Is that a situational substitution that maybe Wrigley is not the best server? And
yeah, and it also comes down to playing defense. So Ben Fan is actually our second libero. So good defensive player, and that's what you want back there right now. Alex is your offensive player. Ben will be your defensive player. Don't know what the conversation is about. Looks like East Brunswick is forced to take a timeout. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I guess Russ had a conversation. They were forced to take a timeout. So We have a score right now of 11-7.
Okay, like I said, I was trying to read lips and trying to figure out what was going on. There was a substitution that can only be made on. Is that a substitution that? Because I see now.
Yeah.
Ben is running to the locker room, so maybe it's a uniform violation or something. I don't know.
I actually honestly couldn't tell you. I'm really confused myself. So. I'm trying to read Coach Rutz's lips, but it's not working so well. I don't have my glasses on.
Well, we'll wait and see quickly. It might have been some kind of issue with uniform or with, I don't know.
Might have been a wrong jersey number. Looks like Stefan Yap is 25. Looks like Greg Rutson's now taking his own timeout. Waiting for Ben Fan still. Yeah, I think there he goes. They might have had the wrong jersey on, to be honest with you.
No.
So it looks like, I don't know if they did a switch because they both ran into the locker room. So I don't know if, because Ben's listed on the roster as number 2. I don't know if he had number 25 on.
No, he had number 2 on.
Number 2 on? Yeah, so honestly,
we don't know.
I don't know. We'll just let that one go.
You can read about that one in the local paper. 11-7
it looks
score.
like Ben Fan is still going to go back in now. Serve for Alex Wrigley. Now, I think Coach Russ was actually charged 2 timeouts, so I think that's his 2 timeouts. So if he's in trouble later in the game, hopefully he won't be, but that's his 2 timeouts, I believe. Ref forced him to do one, and then he had to take one his own.
How many substitutions are you allowed?
With the libero substitution, it was brought down. I'm trying to remember the number. I want to say it used to be 18. It might have been brought down to 12 now because the libero can just keep coming in and out. It's a miss hit on St. Joe's.
So after a much delay, Bears take the point, 12-7.
Might have thrown St. Joe's off a little bit when you have to wait that long for a team to get back in the game. Nice.
Coming across
St. Joe's side.
Checking in for St. Joe's, 15 Bobby O'Grady on the front line now as Paul Kotapaki serves.
Overpass by Portera.
And a little bit of miscommunication. I guess St. Joe's was even looking for that one to be set up better, and they got caught off guard, and the Bears take the point.
Andy went up so well performed. It looked like he was probably going to get the ball, but it went over instead. So. And
Madura free ball.
And just not quite far enough for St. Joe's. East Brunswick now with a 6-point lead here, 14-8. Good solid serve by Andy Valent.
As the first point of this particular game, same thing, spun off the fingers and backwards.
Yep. Tell you, that float serve is the hardest serve to pass. It just keeps shaking at you. It looks like it's coming right at you, and then it'll move. So
that one looks like it just died right in his hand.
Nice touch by Brian Murphy with the help out by Portera.
And the rafters.
And then the block is just out.
Just out.
Great hustle, nice defense on East Brunswick side with the block just out. Point going to St. Joe's.
Hit off the heating duct there, the air conditioning duct, and come right back down.
Good cover by Ian. And Quidel will put it in play. It looks like Marson tried the same thing. So.
Well, everybody's expecting him to hit it hard, and just tapped it over.
You got it. Just got to see it. Hand goes up, got to move up. So 15-10. Back row attack by Brian Murphy.
There.
Short free ball. In the middle, just wide.
Perhaps Rohan Patel getting a little too cute there and trying to cut it into an area that wasn't really there.
looks like East Brunswick is out of rotation. That's what that means. Looks like they're saying Mike Quedall is in the wrong spot, or
now the player's supposed to every position, after every point move.
Certain players can't overlap other players. Like if Mike's in the front row and he's in front of it, and he's behind somebody who's in the back row. So it's a north, south, east, west thing. You can't overlap certain players.
(16-12).
Yeah, a miss hit on the St. Joe's team, looking like it was going to be hit slightly harder than it was, and it was just a miss hit, so it came just over the net. It was like the tip from Quedall.
16-14, St. Joe's working their way back in. At one point was a 6-point lead, now down to 2. And Coach Rutt's out of timeouts.
I believe so, yeah. I think he used 2 on that uniform thing, possibly. And through the block is Christian Portera. Nope, sorry, my fault. That was Brian Murphy who went through the block.
Ian Ray serving, Bears up 17-14.
That ball is blocked.
And blocked in,
right
though.
on the line. Can't see the line, but it looked close to the line. So back up 18-14 is East Brunswick. And then
I don't know what there's like a double substitution there. Or?
Yeah, if Wrigley goes back into the front row, Ben has to substitute back in for him because he came in for him originally in the back row before Ian went in. So another top touch on the block. Wrigley with his left hand, good body control, not going into the net on that one. And the ball hit into the net by St. Joe's.
You hang up there in the air, and it's like, okay.
He also went over he had to use his left hand on that one also, so. That one,
Adora
looking for redemption on that one from his last miss hit, so that one hit straight down. 19-15, and St. Joe's will go back to serve.
Game 2 of a best of 3. Bears won the first, 25-23. And again, that movement.
Keep calling Mike Quedall out of rotation. He is arguing this one. And he is actually right. He should be where he was supposed to. They're going to replay this ball. He was not out of rotation. So score ends at 19-15.
19-15.
Good save by Andy, and the nice hit over by Brian Murphy. And we have a net and a big
net,
hit.
yeah.
Net on St. Joe's.
Well, that ball was out, though.
Oh,
Quedall hit it out, but it got saved by the fact that St. Joe's crashed into the net. 20-15 our score. East Brunswick. Watch the serve here. A flat serve.
That ball is blocked. Good pressing over the net. Keep that ball on their side. Wrigley wants that ball. Good touch cover by Brian Murphy.
Oh, almost through the rafters.
Ball sails up. Great defense on both sides here. And
block,
the touch puts East Brunswick up 21-15. Looks like they're playing solid volleyball right now. They need to keep up their defense and just keep putting balls away.
Quedall serving again.
There it is. There's that jump serve.
Ooh, and I got that one in, and it bearing down on Falcons defender.
Murphy with the cover, the dig.
Out.
And just out of bounds. One thing the Bears need to do right now, they're up 21-16, but they're still 4 points away from a win. So they just need to stay focused, pass the ball, and convert on their hitting.
Well, Madura's now serving.
There you go.
And they made him work a little defense on the back line.
Yep.
22-16.
And he definitely is a solid defensive player. I know height seems to get in the way. The taller you are, the longer it takes you to get on the floor, but he does a great job playing defense back there. And only a junior, so he's still got another year left in him.
Brian Murphy.
Right down. Past the single block of Alex Wrigley. St. Joe's will get the ball at 22-17.
Lubnan will serve.
Last minute call by Quedal, so kind of hard to tell sometimes, but he made the call, which was a good call, and just for people to listen to him, trust him and figure out. So we have another sub. Ben Fan will go in for service for Alex Wrigley. And after he's done serving, they'll make another substitution, then Ian will go back in. And that's how the substitution will take place.
A three-way deal there to get position.
Yep. And block, and Andy with the put away just in the back row.
Instead of waiting for it, solid opening on the back row. 24-17, Bears serving for game 2 and the match.
Short serve.
And it dropped right in. And Bears win the second game much more convincingly, 25-17. Although, I guess, some of the mistakes, though, it's the first match of the year. You have to work through it. Some of the nervousness, the long hits, the confusion there on the rotations.
So, they've been practicing for a month, but still, until you start playing other teams, you don't know what really works for you. So you just got to keep fixing things, keep moving things around. And once you start playing together and, getting on a roll, start seeing some teams, then it'll start working its way in and stay focused, you start playing together. You'll just grow throughout the season and be a nice, strong team by the time when you need to be. So.
Well, the Bears looking to repeat again. The Bears were state champions in 1999, 2000, 2001, as well as in 03, 04, and then back again last year in 07. And again, the scores here in the game 1, it was 25-23 Bears. Game 2, 25-17 Bears. For Melissa Strauss, I'm Ken Saroka, and we'd like to thank the EBTV technical crew for coming out and helping us bring this exciting match to you. Have a great night.